Die Nibelungen.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the vibe of Die Nibelungen. Not really.
Kinda, in a weird way. It definitely kind of captures a corner of it.
There's a guy that's singing in the second one. He does not sing like that, even though, well, I guess we don't hear what he sounds like.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he sang like that.
We're in a burning building, oh, we're gonna die soon,
I hear that they also sang like that when they did the final song on the Titanic. Just James Cameron changed it for dramatic effect.
It was like, we're going down the ship, da-dee-da-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah.
Swinging their arms, they're playing the violin, swinging their arms like that.
Yeah, well, that's how they have to. They, swing the violin with one arm and the bow with the other.
Yeah. Like a Looney Tunes character.
Exactly.
Yes.
They gotta die with a little humor.
We got it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Screen Weens. We're talking about Fritz Lang's 2-part German folklore epic, Die Nibelungen.
Yeah.
Based on the hit epic book Nibelungen Lied, which I did buy.
Oh, really?
And I started it.
Is that the 13th century poem? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Started it. Pretty interesting. It starts Kriemhild, whatever her name is. She's like the main character from the get-go.
Oh, okay.
Like Siegfried is a supporting character in the book.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is really interesting because in this duology, there's two main characters, I guess. In the first one, it's definitely Siegfried. It's named Siegfried. And then the second one is Kriemhild's Revenge.
Yes.
And the main character is her. But
really,
yeah, I ended up, because we were originally going to film this like a month and a half ago, and then we just got busy. So I ended up watching the first one like 2 months ago. And then I watched this one yesterday. The second one yesterday.
I watched them both quite a while ago.
So. Okay. That's fine.
Let's see. Dust off, ye old noggin.
I almost rewatched the first one because I ended up enjoying the first one so much.
Yeah.
I think that I like silent films quite a bit. I do think that you have to be in a certain mindset and you really gotta lock in.
You do. Yes.
As
an ADHDer, it is so easy to just get lost in a thought and realize, fuck, I haven't read the last 5 text boxes.
Yeah.
Rewind. But yeah. But when you're locked in, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. And I think that this is about 4.5 hours in total, because the first one is, I think, 2.5 hours, and the second one's a little over 2.
Yeah. 2 hours and 10 minutes or something like that.
And I think it's for a silent film that's really dialogue heavy. There's a lot of text boxes.
Yeah.
I think it still flows really well. But yeah, let's start part 1. Here we go. We'll talk about other things afterwards, but let's jump right in.
Siegfried, master swordsman blacksmith guy.
Yeah, he lives in the forest with his father, who's the king of some small little forest nation.
Yeah.
But he decides to go to Worms, which is this big kingdom. And he's like, I'm going to go exploring. But first he finds a dragon.
Yep.
And he fights the dragon.
Fights the dragon or goes over there and mercilessly and just kills it.
He kills the dragon.
I remember being like, what that dragon was just over there, just on a little grassy mountain. Probably because it was a bad puppet.
Love the dragon. It's a great
puppet. It's not a bad puppet. It was just probably a very limited puppet for the time, I imagine.
But seeing something on that scale from the 20s, I was just like, holy fuck, that's awesome.
It's great.
But yeah, it's a goofy looking puppet. It reminded me of the shark from Taboo.
Yeah. But honestly, probably there's a lot of great things about this movie, but that is probably the crown jewel.
The dragon.
The dragon. Yes.
It is very cool. But he bathes in a dragon's blood because it's supposed to make him invincible.
Yeah,
but
it's like the river sticks in Achilles' heel, basically, except a leaf.
A leaf falls onto his shoulder blade.
Yes.
And it covers that spot, so he'll always have a weak spot right there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that'll have anything. I wonder if anything will come of that.
I wonder if he knew, like, how he, like, came to know. You don't see this, but it's like, I wonder if there was, like, just a point where he's, like, laid on, like, a stack of hay or something. I was like, fuck. And like,
he's like, what the hell?
Just one straw kept poking that spot. He's like, why is that spot so tender? Oh. Or if he just got out of the dragon's blood and just found the leaf and I was like, it stopped stream. Oh, no. Like.
And then, like, the pool of, like, congealed blood, he's trying to, like, slap it on. He's like, not working!
Fuck, alright. Well, I guess I'll just have to never tell anyone but my future wife about that spot. But, who knows? Yeah. Then he strolls to Worms and meets the king there. And the king's, like, really likes him. He's a really charming guy. And I don't remember how they strike up, but he's basically like, go get me, it's Broomhilda, right? The Broomhilda legend.
Yeah.
Because I know most of what I know about that is from that monologue in Django Unchained. So, which I am not taking as historically accurate, probably. Because I don't trust Quentin Tarantino on historical accurate
Brunhild in this, but it's Brunhilda and it's like in history or whatever. There are two like main women in this, which is Brunhild and Kriemhild.
Yeah.
And they're both so cool. I really like the women in these stories. Like they're really like I don't know. They're just, I think they're like pretty well written, first of all. And they're just really like fascinating characters. Like Brunhild is like this warrior queen and,
she's very, it reminded me of Fiona from, like Shrek with the whole, cause you have to go to the castle.
Yeah.
You didn't have to fight the dragon there, but you could have moved there.
Shrek is a direct adaptation of Die Nibelungen.
Yeah, but her castle was like surrounded by fire, right? Like,
I think so.
That was like the
There's a lot of
it.
I'll just say this. I liked both movies quite a bit.
Yeah.
This one has a lot more like visual spectacle to it for like things that aren't just humans. There's a lot of really interesting staging in the second movie with like a lot of ensemble like actors. There's just a bunch of actors on screen.
Yeah.
But like this has a lot of like mystical elements that I think is missing in the second movie.
Yeah.
Like jumping ahead, there's the part where you see the tree that turns into a skull.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck? I rewound that and watched it like 4 times because I'm like, that's such a sick transition.
Yeah, there is some good stuff. Yeah. No. The visuals of this were really good. Like, it kind of had me thinking, it's like, I almost feel like there's sort of like an analog, like, I don't know. I kind of feel the same way about like most things, like how we kind of like fit into these archetypes. But like, I feel like Fritz Lang was definitely like kind of like the Ridley Scott-esque director of his time, which kind of makes sense seeing as he went on to like inspire Blade Runner through like Metropolis and stuff like that. But he's a very like...
It's really funny that I watched this as my first Fritz Lang instead of like Metropolis.
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly a classic.
Yeah.
It was Hitler's favorite movie.
This or Metropolis?
This. The first one in particular. Apparently he didn't much care for the second one. I wonder why.
Interesting.
Yeah. It is kind of an interesting dynamic, but... And you can definitely, like...
I was about to say something and be like, I guess me and but I don't want that to be...
Well, the unfortunate circumstance is that Hitler was human, and he was a huge movie buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I mean,
unfortunately, he kind of had some okay taste when it came to...
Let's talk about Hitler real quick. I've watched a couple documentaries about, like, Nazi propaganda films.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because there's a lot of, like, people in those that were considered like really good actors or directors of the time because Germany was going crazy with movies. Mm. They were churning some crazy bangers out.
Oh yeah,
and it's
for
like,
sure.
Something's going on here. You know?
Yeah. So, and it's like you can definitely like see like because I mean like this movie definitely came out, and I think because it came out obviously in between the two world wars, and if history, you know, Germany was pretty destitute after the First World War because you know the Allied nations had like
we're gonna take all your money.
Yep. So like you can see why Fritz Lang would want to like maybe like reinvoke some like vigor into the nation, but it's just kind of like an interesting lesson through history because it's like, you know, we try to like uplift like maybe like empower the morally righteous through our media, but like also like you can't really tailor who your media speaks to and influences and the fucking terrible ramifications it can
it's have. Like the death of an author kind of thing where it's like, yeah, you put something out and it's not really yours anymore. Like once art's out there, people are gonna agree or disagree, and the worst people on earth are gonna find meaning in something that was never meant to have that meaning.
Exactly.
But it can be the opposite as well. Like we can find like good, strong meaning in
like Ender's Game is a good example.
Yeah.
The author homophobic, but like that book is like a gay.
It's like, what the hell? And it's like, and he's like, I don't get it. But it's like really easy to look at that.
Something seeping through your subconscious there.
And then it's the like, or like someone that we've talked about before is like, I think that Vincent Gallo's movies are like actively kind of evil, but you can get something from them. And they're beautifully like made. You can engage with things that are produced by bad people who
for sure
maybe wanted to put more like right-leaning politics in it and kind of get, more left-leaning or like something for you.
Yeah, because especially if like, because sometimes they just chip at that truth that can kind of apply to both sides and they don't even realize it. It happens. Yeah. It happens on the left side too. I mean, it can make things and it just hits at a truth that reverberates a different way with the other side and annoying. But
anyway. Die Nibelungen.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but it's also really fun to say.
Notice how I haven't said it once.
I'll say it passionately wrong.
Yes. And I will just not say it at all, because I know I'm not going to say it.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, he goes to Worms. He is convinced by the king there that he can have Kriemhild's hand in marriage if he helps to get his ideal woman, which is Brunhild, into like a marriage. So he goes and he like goes invisible, uses magic.
Yeah, he has
a magic ring
on his way to Worms.
Oh he meets a bunch of gnomes.
Yeah.
And they have magic, and he kills them.
Yeah, he's like, it's like an ops course. Like, one guy's like, if you can kill me, you can get my magic cloak or something. And he's like,
oh, yeah, he has a cool hat.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right.
And he's like, wait.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'll show you my stuff. And then he tries to kill him again. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
so. That's a cool transition, too, where they're all, like, they're real guys and they turn to stone.
Mm-hmm.
Then he takes those are the Nibelungen.
Yes. Those are?
I believe so.
Okay.
And then they take it. I think those are the original Nibelungen. And then because they have, like, the treasure, the worms, they...
okay.
The kingdom kind of takes that mantle over. Because they have the treasure of the Nibelungen or something.
Okay. Yes.
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's gonna
Second one I watched yesterday. I'll be fine.
Okay. But yeah, so... so he's like, we're gonna go get, I keep wanting to go full Broomhild. What is, it's Broomhild? Okay. Yeah, so he's like, we're gonna go get Broomhild, and Broomhild's like, alright. And she sees, Siegfried, and she's like, oh, yeah, you are a worthy man of, like...
And he's like, no, I'm actually here with Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, basically.
And she's like, no.
Coconut head back there. He's basically got that haircut, too.
So then he, like, goes invisible and kind of helps the king to win these challenges by lying, pretty much.
Yeah. So,
I will say, Siegfried, not a great dude.
No.
All the characters in this, not great people.
I was going to say, yeah, it certainly paints a picture where it's like, yeah, even like the noble hero of the time is like pretty scummy.
Yeah. But like, I think that's why I liked this in the second movie so much, because like, there's not really any good people.
Yeah.
They're all just like people, and they actually feel like, yeah, this seems like the kind of selfishness that somebody like in real life would do, kind of thing.
For sure.
If they had a magic hat from a gnome.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of that comes from, I guess there is that in the first one. I felt that definitely like a lot more as the emphasis in the second one, which makes sense because it is the find out stage. And I guess the first one's the fuck around one. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, so Siegfried like it's like an invisible, like a javelin toss. So he like
so he's like, okay, pretend to, and then he's like holding it from behind. He's like, okay, now throw it, and he like launches it from behind.
So they do a couple different things like that. I think he has to like throw him in a jumping contest too, or something like that. So he does a couple of that where he cloaks around, and then she knows something up. She's like,
fine, fight me, and then he like shapeshifts into him with something.
Yeah. Because, he has to do that, yeah. And then, because that's the scene in the bedroom, right? Because she's like, you have to fight me. And then he goes in there and fights her, and that's when he gets the bracelet or something off of her.
Yeah.
And
she's like, you bested me. And then he's like, okay, I'll be right back. And just switches with the real guy.
Yeah.
But that scene's also important because it's going to be Siegfried's inevitable downfall kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely like the first physical thing that leads to the domino effect. But yeah, so his wife finds the armband and is like, I like that. I want to wear it. And he's like, no one must ever see this. And I forget. I
think she does anyway.
Yeah, she does it like out of like pettiness or something. I don't remember specifically what set her off, but she like basically goes off and is like, hey, you see this? And like waves it around in Broomhild's face. And Broomhild is like, what the? I fucking knew it! So yeah, that leads her to be super upset about it. So she lies to the king and tells the king that
she was sexually assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
And that he had taken her maidenhood.
Yes.
I think the terminology they use.
Mm-hmm.
So then, at the king's orders, Hagen, who's this big burly bodyguard who has a funny hat, he kills Siegfried. Yeah, he challenges him to a race, and then Siegfried's like, I won! He's drinking it, and then stabbed in the back.
Yeah, because he ends up coaxing the weak spot out of his wife, which Siegfried had spilt the beans on where that was to her, I guess, off screen. We'd never see that scene where he says to her, but we see the scene where the bodyguard dude goes in and is like, where is this weak spot? I must know so I can protect it. It's like, yes. But yeah, so it's tragic. He dies.
Then Brunhild kills herself.
Yes. She's like, all right, well,
got him. See ya.
Yep. And that pretty much.
And then it ends with Kriemhild being like, you have to kill Hagen. He killed my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of her brothers just siding with Hagen.
Yeah.
Be like, no. She's like, fine. I'm going to have a whole movie where I get my revenge.
Yep.
And then she looks at the audience and says, come back to theaters in 6 months to see Die Nibelungen, Kriemhild's Revenge.
I think it was a couple months later, but yes.
Okay, my joke's not funny.
Oh. Actually. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
But, yeah, I think that there's, like, for being a 2.5 hour movie, it's like in general pretty easy to parse like central narrative, but there's a lot of like fun character work in this. Like I felt like Hagen was explored. Siegfried, I got a good idea of who he was, and like it kind of makes everyone seem like a dickhead, but like a human dickhead.
For sure.
I think Brunhild's like a really fascinating character. I think she was really hot. I said it. I said it.
Whoa.
Watch, I'm going to find out she was a Nazi. I'm like, fuck!
Yeah, what are you going to do? Don't look it up.
I'm not gonna. Not gonna.
You don't have to know.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna know.
Keep that one in the box.
I don't need to know if a person that was alive 100 years ago who was in a movie I liked.
Well, if she was a Nazi, she's not attractive anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking an official stance. Nazis, ugly as fuck.
What? Oh, thinking of Barry. I was like, what is it that ends with that King George quote where it's like, regardless, we're all the same in death. But yeah, the finale to Barry Lyndon, the final quote of Barry Lyndon.
Yeah. That's a good movie, too.
That is a good movie.
But yeah, what'd you think of this one?
I thought it was good. Obviously very visually interesting, morally complex, very fascinating, especially with the real world historical implications of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a real bop. They should
real bop.
They should show this one.
They should do a 4K restoration of this.
They should, if it hasn't already been done. I don't know.
They should do an 8K restoration.
They
should put this in IMAX.
They should grind this through an AI machine where it'll morph everyone's fingers together and give everyone really blurry complexion and take away all the graininess.
I'm smooth now.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm smooth now.
Yeah. It's inevitable that'll happen at some point in time, I'm sure.
Where we'll be smooth too.
Yes, everyone will be smooth.
Everyone will be smooth.
They'll take the digital approximations of our souls from all of our text messages and online activity and make AI smooth clones of us.
I'll be smooth.
We'll all look like the residents of Lazy Town.
Finally! That's what I've always wanted.
This is the fucking...
We are number one.
This is Peter Thiel's future, damn it! No, anyway. This is George Soros' future.
I also like this movie. I liked it like a lot. I thought it was really gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the like physical performances from everyone. Like you said, it's morally complex, which I love characters that are morally complex, and this has an entire movie full of them.
Yeah.
Like there's that dragon that looks good, but even like the city looks great. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of the effects work looks really cool. Just in general, a very cool looking movie. Yeah, I loved this one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, let's talk about Stu.
Yeah.
Kriemhild's Revenge. So her idea is to go up to a bunch of people in brownface. And
yes.
Her idea here
first
is
in a long tradition of Attila the Hun in brownface.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because I think the costuming's pretty good.
Yeah.
And like, he looks kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, that initial shot where they show him and it's like Attila, king of the world, and it's like, he's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
like.
like.
Super menacing.
Like, the buildings are cool, but there's a bunch of really cool shots in this movie of like him just standing there or her standing there. There's that one scene where she arrives and it's everyone and she's just like standing there in the doorway.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this fucking rips.
Yeah. This one's a lot. I feel like
they feel really different.
Yeah, this one's like a lot like slower and more ambient compared to the first one, I feel.
Yeah, I had started this months ago. And then like as I was watching it, you were like, "Hey, can we like wait for a bit?" And I'm like, "Thank God, I cannot watch this movie right now," just because like I was tired and I wasn't paying enough attention. Because when I rewatched it, I'm like, I don't remember any of this, and I've seen half this movie, so I had rewatched it from the beginning, and I'm really glad I did because I had a little more patience that day, and I was really, I was able to lock in. Because it was a whole different, like I said, it's a very different type of movie in this one. Like, there's a bunch of action at the end, but before that, it's just like weird, like, sexual politics and, like, just a bunch of deceit and lies. And that, like, it's interesting because it reflects the other movie where, like, there's a bunch of action at the beginning where he's trying to prove himself. And then there's a bunch of deceit at the end. While this is, like, opens with just, I'm gonna fucking lie my ass off.
Yeah.
But yeah, she goes to marry Attila, so that he can invite Hagen and her brother here, and then she's gonna be like, okay, now kill him. I hate this guy.
Brilliant plan.
But then Attila's like, actually, he's my guest, so I can't.
Yeah.
He's like a pretty, what I will say, like, pretty reasonable dude in this. Like, they wrote him pretty reasonably.
Yeah, and I know that there is conjecture that Attila isn't quite... I mean, obviously, he was very brutal, but they wrote him as a guy in this. Yeah,
like,
obviously, like, the legend takes hold, and it's... I imagine it's probably not... He was probably always a terrible person, because he was a fucking, like, warlord. Yeah. But, like, I imagine it's kind of like the Blackbeard theory, where it's like, you know, Blackbeard's painted as this, like, terrible, menacing pirate, but there's also, like, the flip side of that narrative, which is much more minute, but that he was actually, like, a base guy and was just anti-establishment and freed slaves and shit. So it's, like, kind of like that, where it's, like, the mythos kind of paints at least a much more characterized picture of them, but yeah. It was very interesting to see that he was given some, like, decorum and, like, or more so that you would expect from, like, a German movie in the 1920s. Yeah. So
that was just, really interesting. I was just like, he's like a kind of chill dude. Yeah. But then he's like, bring me my armor. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's sick as hell. And then he's like, no, I'm going to go take a nap now.
Yeah.
And he, like, he has a son, or a child. I don't actually remember the gender of the kid, but it seems like he really cares about the kid too. And then the kid dies.
Yeah.
What happened? No. And then she's like, yeah, it was Hagen. He came and killed her. Yeah. Oh, killed the kid. Better go kill him now.
Yep, so then it becomes the blood for blood.
Yeah. Where they get, like, Hagen and, like, the kind of big guards get, like, trapped in the, like, what is basically, like, the city hall. And they just, like, they barricade themselves in. And anytime people come in, they just kill them. Because Hagen's, like, this amazing warrior. But, yeah, then she's just like, okay, I'll burn the fucker to the ground.
Yeah, set it on fire.
Easy. And somebody's like, this is not honorable. And she's literally like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we're well past on her at this point.
He's like, it's like, how can you even be alive and do that? And she's like, I'm not alive. I've been alive since my Siegfried died.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
That's the kind of woman I need.
Yeah.
Edith Taylor would do that. She'd burn people to the ground. No, she wouldn't.
She would maybe think about it.
She'd maybe think about it, and that's okay with me.
It's a step in the right direction.
True. But, yeah, she ends up, like, just kind of destroying this town and the other town. The world's just kind of fucked after this point for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic.
The king's dead.
Yeah, the classic revenge story, you know. She lost one thing and then threw away literally everything.
They have a fake head that they show off at the end. That he's, like, holding up a fake head. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, did they kill a guy? Did they kill a real guy for that?
Yeah, I could see that getting it banned from America for, like, 30 years. From, like, the 1950s probably to, like, maybe the early 1980s. Actually, maybe not America, but definitely, like, the UK or something. I can see that being established as, like, a video nasty.
I really wish that if they did a new kind of restoration of this, I think the soundtrack that, like, was on I watched it on Canopy, it was just kind of, it was pretty bland.
Yeah, I just watched some.
And it felt like it was the same song just repeating over and over again. Like I would like them to kind of go in, because I don't know what the original soundtrack was.
Yeah.
It looked like I was reading there was like some sort of kind of more experimental thing that New York had that this played at, that they had like a live orchestra, and it was like a really big theater. But this also came out like 28, I think, or 27. Like, it was like right before talkies. So like there probably wasn't a lot of time for like this to really find its footing. I don't really know. I'd like to know more about how like those silent films were.
I'm sure there is probably like with any transition of medium, I'm sure there was a decent segue period where, you know, they were kind of acclimating and figuring out what worked from the shift. Because I know a lot of the early talkies were very light on soundtrack. Like The Mummy is like a good example of that. So the same with like Dracula and bits of Frankenstein, even though they do have the score that comes in. But I'm Thomas. All my early cinema knowledge comes from the horror side.
Scowie.
I'm gonna say.
Let's see.
But yeah, then she like pours the bloody soil over the body of her lover's killer and dies. Oh, because she was stabbed in the back by somebody. Yeah, somebody stabbed her in the back. And yeah, that was...
Yeah, Hildebrand stabs her. Who kind of looks like me.
I couldn't tell you what the person who stabbed
he kind of looked
like
it.
Was a while
ago. And then she's her body sent home to be with Siegfried.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can't believe he stabbed her. She was just doing what anyone should do.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think she would have had much of a thrilling existence afterwards.
Yeah. All her treasure was also gone.
Yeah, she couldn't coax the answer to where the treasure was.
Like, it's like, haha, only me and God know, and God's just as discreet as I am. And then she's like, fuck you, die.
Good line. But yeah.
Yeah, some pretty solid lines in this. Some nice back and forth. For being so slow, I think the first hour and a half is just like lots of dialogue, lots of deceit. And then it's like the last 45 minutes is just like action set piece after action set piece.
Yeah, I was getting like...
Pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff. I was getting big like Helm's Deep vibes from it with like the ladders and the crawling up the side.
And he's like, no, stay with me, man. Like, it's weird because like Hagen is a dickhead and I don't like him. But then suddenly I'm like,
yeah, like
I kind of gotta root for him. He's on the losing end. I kind of gotta. Yeah, and I put my hands up.
Yeah, I love the juxtaposition, like the kind of like paradox of his character, because they all like really fucking dug Siegfried. It was like, this guy's a homie, and then they had to like.
They're kind of like. Guess we gotta kill him.
For kind of strong armed by like just kind of like faux pas politics and. Obviously, fucking atrocious accusation. So it's like, all right. So, but yeah, you can tell that they kind of act on it without fully believing. They're like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like Siegfried, and you've kind of been sus this whole time. But I'm just gonna go.
But he does
better judgment.
Like, well, I've lost all goodwill for this man.
Yeah, and kills him. So he's dishonorable in that way. But like when the place is on fire and he's standing over his cane with the fucking shield. Like,
well, and he's like, I'm gonna go give myself up.
Yeah,
and they're like, if our loyalty is stronger than their steel, then why isn't our loyalty stronger than their fire or something? I was like, that line's so fucking sick.
Yeah,
you're making me love characters I never thought I'd love.
Yeah,
it's like really awesome dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's a little less, you lose something with, there's a little less magic and mysticism in this one. But like, I think it makes up for it. There's some really strong dialogue and some really strong staging.
Yeah. But that also makes sense because, I mean, this is like the dreary, like, you know, all the magic in Kriemhild's world is gone now that Siegfried is gone. So it kind of makes sense. All the magic was with that character, and it's out the door now. Now we're in the dark, grimy world of
Mongolia.
Yeah. The Huns.
Obviously, some rough brown face and stuff in the movie.
Yeah. And I wonder, because apparently, I read a brief comment about this. I wonder if, like, the choice to use, because I, to be honest, I know very little about, like, the old world history of Germany outside of, like, some brief run-ins with, like, the Germanic tribes and the Roman Empire. And
me too. So,
like, but I know that in World War One, like the British used to call the Germans the Huns, and I think it was because they were like east of them, and it was just like a general like, everyone east of this way is like this way. Might as well be the Huns. So I wonder if that played into the choice to feature them in this movie, or if they're in the novel.
Yeah, I need to read more of the novel, because I also think that this is a pretty accurate adaptation besides like kind of the perspective shift.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think it works better for a movie to probably be like, yeah, Siegfried's the main character.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I don't think, like... Yeah, I'll have to read more of the book. I've only read, like, 2 chapters.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to do it, especially in a silent movie. Yeah, so... But yeah.
This is one that, like, I could, like... If they did a big budget, like, adaptation of this, I'd be like, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's been 100 years, you know? I think it's allowed. I think you can make 2 adaptations for something in 100 years.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't...
one's really bad.
As long as it doesn't spiral into another world war afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair.
But,
that's fair.
I think we're kind of on...
Okay, don't let Germany make the movie.
No. Yeah, don't let them...
Don't let acclaimed Austrian director Fritz Lang come back from the grave to make the movie. Yeah. And I think we're set.
Well, he can make it, but as long as he makes it in America, goddamn.
There we go.
Honestly, no, you can't make it in Germany, and you definitely can't make it in America.
Yeah, Sweden. They can make it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I ended up really loving the first one, and I really liked the second one. I think on rewatch, like if I were to rewatch them knowing what to expect, I'd probably feel similarly. I want to like the second one more because I like Kriemhild so much as a character. And she's just fantastic in this. And I love her striking like eyes and just like she's every time she's like, I'm like, oh
yeah, I don't know what it is about the German expressionist era. They the women in these movies have such fucking piercing eyes.
I'm like, what? It's like, are you mad at me? I'm watching. I'm like, what did I do?
It's like you're staring at me from all the way in the past, and you're seeing.
But I'd probably give the first one a 9, this one an 8.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Oh gosh, that
was 2 months ago.
I'll give the first one like
a 3.
No, I'll give them both like an 8 to a 7, somewhere floating in there.
But the first one had the dragon.
The first one had the dragon. If I was rating solely the dragon,
then it'd be a 12 out of 10.
It would be a 9 out of 10.
Oh, cool.
9 out of 10.
They should bring him back.
They should find that puppet.
He's disintegrated, surely. I've seen how bad puppets get after like 10 years in the storage. It's been 100 years. If that puppet even exists,
they can restore.
I'm sure they took the metal out of him to build weapons or something.
They need to find the original blueprints.
They need to rebuild the dragon.
Puppets don't have keels, but they need to find the keel of the puppet.
We need the puppet for the Aragon show.
Yes.
He can be Saphira. That's what Saphira will look like.
Can we just get... Yeah, I want all the Aragon movies to get a book, or Aragorn... Fuck, not...
Good job. Aragon books to get a movie?
Yes.
Okay.
And they should all be silent movies. And they should all feature...
Fritz Lang.
These puppets.
True.
Or puppets very similar.
True.
Built in a similar methodology. But... Anyway.
All right. What are we feeling for next time? I know we were talking about it briefly before. Is that still what you want to do?
Yeah, let's do some Charlie, not Kaufman. Yeah, Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. I married a 15-year-old.
Hey, just like most of history's greatest artists, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so you said you wanted to do modern times.
Yeah, so modern times, probably do... Oh, The Great Dictator was my other one. Limelight. So that's 3. You want to do City Lights? It's pretty...
Sure, I still haven't seen City Lights.
Yeah. We should probably do The Gold Rush.
Okay.
That's 5. You want any more catch your eye that you would want to toss on there?
The Kid is one of my favorites. If you want to watch The Kid, it's also barely over an hour.
We could do The Kid. I'm always down for Charlie Chaplin and Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester is the kid. The original.
What the
Uncle Fester.
fuck?
I know. Yeah, from the original Addams Family show. Yeah, Jackie Coogan or whatever his name is.
That little boy?
Yeah, grows up to be that bald,
That's not okay.
lovable uncle. Yeah.
I'm not okay.
I love Uncle Fester, so I'm okay with it.
What the fuck?
But yeah.
Okay, so Limelight, The Kid, The Great Dictator, City Lights, Modern Times, and The Gold Rush? Those 6?
Yes.
Cool. I haven't seen 4 of those.
I haven't seen...
I'm mostly, Harold Lloyd. I've seen everything. I think I'm missing maybe one feature, and it's like one that I can't find a good copy of right now. And then I'm missing, probably 200 short films, but they all burned in a fire. Devastating. And then even Keaton, I'm a little more versed in. I don't know why Chaplin. I'm just like, eh. I do love Chaplin movies, but
yeah, Chaplin. I love all.
I mean, he's a bigger character. Like Harold Lloyd is an everyman. Keaton is kind of like a swooning, like almost brooding type with those sunken eyes, and then Chaplin's like, look at my mustache.
For sure.
Even when I'm watching The Kid, which is a pretty sad movie, he's like, look at my feet, look at the way I walk. I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
I wish that we just still acted like that as a
I got my hat on. And don't worry, Thomas will be in full Charlie Chaplin attire for the next episode. He will shave his beard and have just the Chaplin mustache.
Yes, that is what it is known as.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Charlie Chaplin invented that mustache.
I don't think anyone else used it either.
Never. It was never a popular hairstyle until one asshole, not Charlie Chaplin. Even though we will see Charlie Chaplin embracing that meme. So.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Tell your grandma.